Okay, picture this. It's a crisp, snow-kissed eve. The world outside is totally quiet, blanketed in white, and inside, the twinkling lights of your living room tree are casting this warm, festive glow everywhere. It's that perfect moment to curl up with a steaming mug of rich eggnog and just completely lose yourself in the magical world of Christmas cinema. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to unpack the secrets behind the holiday movies that have literally shaped our lives. To guide us on this journey, we're diving deep into the paperback edition of Sophia M. Johnson's brilliant book. This is an absolutely incredible guide to understanding the keys to enduring holiday movie magic. From angels finally earning their wings to the hilarious slapstick of outwitting neighborhood burglars, we're going to explore exactly why these films have completely entranced audiences for decades. So to help us navigate this cinematic winter wonderland, here is our roadmap for today's Explainer. We'll kick things off with the Christmas movie tradition, then defining the Christmas spirit. After that, we'll look at the anatomy of a classic, followed by visuals, sound, and whimsy. Then we'll cover the pop culture legacy, and finally wrap things up with Keep the Magic Alive. Let's get started.
Section 1. The Christmas Movie Tradition.
You know, the way we actually consume holiday media has undergone this fascinating evolution. Back in the early 20th century, families and friends would bundle up and head out to special theater screenings. It was this big communal public event to just immerse themselves in the magic of storytelling. But as technology advanced, that tradition shifted directly into our homes. We literally went from the silver screen to living room marathons, huddling around our TV sets to eagerly anticipate annual broadcasts of films like Frank Capra's masterpiece, It's a Wonderful Life. And the coolest part? This evolution didn't diminish the tradition at all. If anything, it cemented it as this intimate, shared family ritual that we look forward to every single year.
All right, let's move right into Section 2, Defining the Christmas Spirit.
So what does the true Christmas spirit actually mean? It's definitely not just about the decorations or the presents piled under the tree. As Sophia Johnson notes in her book, it encapsulates a profound sense of joy, generosity, and goodwill towards all. It's heavily tied to our own nostalgia and really our shared humanity. And movies, well, they act as the absolute perfect vessels for these timeless values. Whether it's Ebenezer Scrooge finding his hard-earned redemption or Buddy the Elf just spreading pure, unfiltered joy, these stories are here to remind us that the true magic of the season actually lies in the goodness and compassion we share with each other. Which brings us to Section 3, Anatomy of a Classic. So, what elevates a movie to that top tier? Sophia Johnson outlines a very specific criteria for greatness. To become a true classic, a film must have timelessness. It has to transcend generations. It absolutely needs emotional resonance to really tug at your heartstrings. It must deliver inspirational messages of kindness, feature iconic characters that we literally never forget, and showcase phenomenal cinematic craftsmanship. Every single one of these elements is a necessary piece of the puzzle to forge that deep, lasting connection with viewers year after year.
Now, what's amazing is that this core festive magic, that emotional resonance, can take on incredibly diverse forms. I mean, on one side of the spectrum, you've got the hilarious, lighthearted slapstick humor of Home Alone, right? Where a kid's empowerment gives us all immense joy. And then, on the completely opposite side, you have the beautifully interwoven, heartwarming, romantic vignettes of Love Actually. Both of these films perfectly meet the criteria of a classic, but they use completely different cinematic pathways to get us there.
If you find this analysis valuable, please like and subscribe to Knowledge Lighthouse to help us bring more truths to light.
Okay, let's dive right into Section 4, Visuals, Sound, and Whimsy. You can clearly see this holiday magic across completely different visual spectrums. Just think about the bleak, dark, almost shadowy canvas of A Christmas Carol. You can practically feel the icy breath and those haunting soundscapes reflecting the pure desolation of Victorian London, and of course, Scrooge's cold heart. Now contrast that with Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That film utilizes this vibrant, super-saturated kaleidoscopic vaudeville just filled to the brim with curved architecture and Seussian whimsy. The physical environments themselves are literally telling the story before the characters even say a word. But how do filmmakers capture that pure, elusive sense of childlike wonder? Well, sometimes they have to invent entirely new ways to film. Take groundbreaking motion capture, for instance. This tech bridges live-action performances with animated characters. The Polar Express used this incredible technology, capturing Tom Hanks's subtle facial expressions to create a completely immersive digital wonderland. It allowed for these sweeping, hyper-dynamic camera movements that literally made the audience feel like they were sitting right there on that magical train ride to the North Pole. And then, on the flip side, we have the incredibly tactile, physical artistry of stop-motion animation.
This involves replacement animation for swapping out facial expressions, crafting these unbelievably intricate miniature landscapes totally by hand, and meticulous frame-by-frame choreography. This painstaking technical innovation is exactly what brought the enchanting, kind of macabre world of The Nightmare Before Christmas and Jack Skellington to life. It just gives the film this textured reality that draws you right into Halloween Town.
Let's transition over to Section 5, the pop culture legacy.
Every time a bell rings. Well, you know this line. I know this line. These films have permanently shaped our cultural lexicon. From that iconic, tear-jerking quote in It's a Wonderful Life, to Buddy the Elf loudly declaring that smiling's my favorite, these lines resonate so deeply even in our digital age. They are shared constantly as memes, GIFs, and hashtags across social media every single holiday season. It just proves that these characters and their stories are still actively alive in our modern, everyday conversations. And honestly, we cannot talk about pop culture without looking at how we bring the movie magic directly into our own living rooms. The merchandising legacy of these films is absolutely massive. Fans don't just watch the movies anymore, we participate in them. People wear those Griswold family holiday sweaters, or they proudly display the iconic, delightfully quirky leg lamp from A Christmas Story right in their front windows. We actively use these cultural artifacts to build out our very own personal holiday traditions.
Finally, let's look at Section 6, keep the magic alive.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to remember the ultimate takeaway here. Behind all the incredible set designs, the slapstick comedy, and the groundbreaking animation, the true meaning of Christmas lies in love, compassion, and our shared humanity. These classics endure because they remind us of the very best versions of ourselves. So, as you prepare for your own movie marathons this year, I want to leave you with this final provocative question. Which of these cinematic classics truly defines your holiday?
For the complete deep dive, own the paperback. Get your high-quality paperback edition on Amazon via the link in the description. Add it to your collection today. Please share this video and check the description for more.